Alright, what's up, guys? So, yeah, you ain't gotta adjust your screens, you ain't gotta adjust your iPhones. I'm reacting, or iPads, laptops, gaming PCs. I'm trying to think what else. I said TV? TVs, Xbox, PlayStations. You ain't gotta adjust nothing, alright? I am reacting to a Sabrina Carpenter song called Please, 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 featuring Dolly Parton. And I know people are probably all like, bro, you do not look or sound like you listen to Sabrina Carpenter or Dolly Parton. I mean, I know of Dolly Parton. I feel like everybody knows of Dolly Parton. I more so know of her from that movie, Still Magnolia. I was like, yeah, that was a movie I just remember growing up watching with my mom and stuff. So yeah, I know people are like, bro, you watch way too many movies growing up. I know, that was my household. I'm like, we watch a lot of movies and stuff. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I guess like, if there had to have been a reason to listen to a Sabrina Carpenter song, no disrespect to her. I did something where I'm like, you can't disrespect Sabrina Carpenter. Is she somebody where it's like, yeah, you try to say like, oh, her music ain't all that good. She got a feature with Dolly Parton. I'm saying like, if I was into the country music scene and was a country singer and stuff, yeah, Dolly Parton feature, that's like Lil Wayne in country music. You know, it's like you want that feature. It's something where it's like, yeah, I wouldn't pass up, even if I'm like making the music that I make now, EDM music. If Dolly Parton contacted me and was all like, hey, I want to make an EDM song with you, the way I would have, bro, I'm telling you right now, I would have gotten into this. I would have rented out a whole studio, a whole city, bruh. Yeah, it's like Dolly Parton. She's big time. I guess for those that don't know, I feel like a lot of people most likely know who Dolly Parton is, but for those that don't know, you have to know. She's big time, all right? So yeah, big time Sabrina Carpenter, big time Dolly Parton. Yeah, this is probably one of those features where it's like, yeah, it's a needed feature, all right? So, but anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Sabrina Carpenter for more videos like this. So I'm trying to think, I think if it was that one video where it was like with they did that like Death Become Her, I gotta check, because I'm like, if I think that was her song. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get into this. I think that was Sabrina Carpenter.
Good judgment, I know I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. I promise them that you're different, and everyone makes mistakes, but just don't.
Yeah, I could see if I was like into country music, this would be right up my alley. I don't know, like there's some country songs out there where I'm like, all right, yeah, I guess like it ain't my go-to genre, but I'm like, okay, I could see why, as a country, well, not as a country listener, but like, yeah, somebody that's into country music, I could see why they would like this song. But anyways,
I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight. I tell them it's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah,
I was gonna say, if they were to do a remake of Still Magnolia, I feel like that, yeah, Sabrina Carpenter can play as Dolly Parton's character, but now I remember they did do like that. I think it was like an all black cast of Still Magnolia. I don't know if people, I mean, it's like you're comparing it to the original. It's something where I'm like, I get why they did it, but at the same time, I'm like, we still had the original. It wasn't like the original was like, oh, it was bad or outdated. It's one of those movies where it's like, I think like, yeah, them like CGI type movies where it's like if it's a lot of CGI or like, stuff like that is being used in the movie and they want to redo it, then it's like, okay. I feel like it's like trying to remake Friday, or I'm trying to think of some other movies out there where it's like you're trying to remake it into a newer version. It's one of those things where it's like, it's no disrespect to that version. It's just something where I'm like, I don't know, maybe if they would have called it a different name and said this movie was inspired by Still Magnolia, then okay. But it's kind of like what they did with The Lion King, where it was like they had, of course, the animated, where it's like classic, and then they had that new one where I'm like, bro, I could just watch the original. Like, so yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, they should have thought that one through. But anyways.
Please, 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 don't
walking around, just kind of like this on my voice, just kind of listening to this with some AirPods. Yeah. This is one of those vibes, sunset and stuff.
But the ceiling fan is so nice. And we could
I feel like playing Red Dead Redemption.
If no one knows that you're with me, I'm just kidding. But really, 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 please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I
feel like I gotta like look this up because I might just be the only black guy that's reacting to this song. I feel like I gotta look it up. Like it was crossing my mind, and I'm like, man, nah, there's like people out there, they be like reacting to like every song that comes out. I might be the one. I don't know, maybe I might have started something with this, well, not with the reactions, but with this particular video, it might be like, well, no, I've seen where like, it's like people, they react more so like older country songs. Like I think I've seen where people then reacted to some Johnny Cash. Who else? Yeah, it's like, yeah, stuff like that. But anyways.
You don't embarrass me like the others are. Please,
that seemed like that should be a dream. Smoking a cig with Dolly Parton. Yeah, that should be a straight up.
If you wanna go and be stupid, don't do it for me.
Being a cop, I'm like, explain that.
You don't wanna cry.
Explain to the captain. Oh, that's why they changed my captain. Okay, that's grounds for police activity. Can't kidnap people. And they just see me like that's the thing about it. I'm like, damn, there's a whole being. How did they lose? I'm like, bro, there ain't nobody. That cop is blind. Yeah, that seemed like that should just be a straight up dream. I'm like, bro, what am I watching right now? But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Like, this ain't a song that I'm like, oh, let me put on that Sabrina Carpenter and Dolly Parton. But it's one of those songs where I'm like, I can understand why people would like that and they would be listening to it and stuff. Yeah, it got like a catchy beat to it. It's Dolly Parton and Sabrina Carpenter. She's like one of the biggest artists of our time right now. So yeah, it's just something where I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like it needed to happen, for the country industry and stuff. I'm like, I'm trying to think. I guess I don't know if there would be another country song. I mean, there are some artists out there where I'm like, okay, I would have to see what they got in the tank in order to compete with this. But I'm like, yeah, I feel like you can't compete with an Sabrina Carpenter and Dolly Parton song. Like, that's something where I'm like, I might not be that much of a fan of, like country music and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, my thing is this. Let's say if I was, or even if I was an artist myself and somebody was all like, hey, bruh, like, Sabrina Carpenter and Dolly Parton, they just dropped. I'm like, what, they dropped like individual songs, or no, they dropped this song together. You got, at least for me, that have been like my first day being a country singer 13 days ago. 13 days ago had been my first and last day being a country singer. I'm like, I can't compete with that. That's just too much competition. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna get into that genre. And I'm like, and that's what I gotta compete with. I'm like, nah, I'm okay. But anyways, make sure if you guys ever go subscribe to Sabrina Carpenter for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.